The golden sands of the Kalahari shimmered under a relentless, unforgiving sun. Princess Naledi stood silent on the palace balcony, her eyes fixed on the shimmering horizon. Suddenly, the vibrant blue sky turned a bruised, sickly purple. A massive shadow of a white flying serpent stretched across the kingdom of light, chilling the air despite the heat. With a roar that shook the ancient stone walls to their very foundations, the fire serpent Zorak descended from the clouds. He circled the palace like a vulture, his wings casting a suffocating heat over the courtyard below. "I will burn every village until all kneel before me," Zorak bellowed, his voice like grinding stones. His searing breath turned the nearby palm trees into blackened, brittle husks in an instant. Inside the hall, the king gripped his throne, his face turning pale with terror. Naledi stepped forward, her sandals crunching softly on the dusty floor. "I will stop him," she said, her voice steady despite the chaos outside. She grabbed a simple leather water skin and vanished into the shifting dunes before anyone could stop her. For hours, Naledi trekked through the burning wasteland. Her breath came in short, ragged hitches as the heat rose in waves from the sand. Every step was a battle against the sun. Finally, she reached the base of the Mountain of Winds. Her hands bled as she scaled the jagged obsidian cliffs, the sharp rocks cutting into her skin. But she did not look back. At the summit, hidden from the world, she found a hollow cave. Inside, resting on a pedestal of pure ice, lay the legendary Crystal of Rain. She grabbed it, feeling a freezing shiver run up her arm, a sharp contrast to the dying world below. Below her, the kingdom was already smoldering, plumes of black smoke rising into the purple sky. Naledi did not hesitate. She slid down the mountain's treacherous slopes, racing toward the village gates as the wind whipped around her. Zorak had already landed in the square, his massive tail crushing a market stall into splinters. He opened his great maw, glowing with internal magma, ready to unleash a final torrent of flame upon the cowering people. Naledi sprinted with all her remaining strength, throwing herself between the dragon and the terrified villagers. "Move aside, princess," Zorak hissed, smoke curling from his nostrils in thick ribbons. He raised his head, the fire in his throat brightening. Naledi raised the Crystal of Rain high above her head, its blue light pulsing in defiance of the dragon's heat. With a cry of desperate hope, she smashed it against the cracked ground. The sky did not just change, it ripped open with a violent crack. Thunder crashed with the force of 1,000 drums, and a deluge of water poured down in a silver curtain. The rain hissed violently as it hit Zorak's scales, turning his internal fire into thick, suffocating gray steam. The white flying serpent shrieked in agony, his great wings drooping as the magical flames within him died out. Naledi stepped through the swirling mist, her eyes fixed on the white flying serpent, unafraid of his size. Power without kindness brings only destruction. She shouted over the roaring storm. Her words echoed through the square, more powerful than the thunder. Zorak bowed his massive head, the fierce red glow in his eyes fading to a dull, humbled amber. The fire was gone, replaced by a cold realization. He spread his wings wide, but not to attack. He was shielding the village from the final, heavy downpour, using his body as an umbrella for the people he had intended to burn. The transformation was complete. The dragon took flight, circling the kingdom once before, settling on the distant peaks. The villagers emerged, cheering as Naledi stood alone in the center of the square. The rain stopped, and the scent of wet earth filled the air. Peace had finally returned to the desert.